And good evening, and welcome to Frederick Field at the campus of Winton Woods High School here in Forest Park, Ohio. My name is Patrick Lewis, and we welcome you with Jacob Williams into our broadcast booth for tonight's matchup of the Winton Wood Warriors, who are 6-0 against the 8th grade Mount Healthy Owls. Jacob, we just got done seeing the 7th graders win by a score of 24-6 over the 7th grader Owls. And we're looking for a good contest, an exciting, a heartfelt contest between these two 8th grade classes, because when you're this age, you really just want to have a good, competitive, fundamental, learn from your mistakes, understand what the game is about. You're an 8th grader, you're about to go into high school. Some of these kids are probably looking at playing in high school, looking at Winton Woods specifically. You know, what do you think we should be seeing from the 6-0 Winton Woods tonight?
Well, you know, with this group of players at 6-0, it's probably they have quite a bit of intensity. They're going to come in here, look to hand Mount Healthy their head. The Fighting Owls, however, look on paper or just to physically look at them, they look to be like they are definitely going to be a challenge as we see the Warrior offense getting ready to start out from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to start the game here. 35, he guys trips to the right here. He's going to get the shotgun snap, taking himself. That's number 3 for Winton Woods. He's going to get stuck, though, a yard into it. That's Demetrius Gates for Winton Woods, 8th grade, going up the middle there, only for 1 yard.
Well, you see again the replay, you know, the Fighting Owls, they got their red and black on, and, you know, for me personally, when I was back in 8th grade, my 8th grade days, when Sister Ann Raymond was the coach of the team.
Oh, wow. You're
our
going
colors
far back,
were
huh?
red and black, too.
Yeah, it looks like number 42, David Harrell, for the Owls were on that stop. And we're going to get 2-on-2 set here for Winton Woods. He's going to get the shotgun snap, give it to his halfback, and he's going to break some tackles. He's going upfield. We've got a flag on the field. I believe that's Demetrius Gates again, if I was not number 3.
Booker, I got.
Yeah, we got a couple different rosters here, folks, so I apologize if we got the names wrong. We're just looking at the numbers, and hopefully we get the names. That was, I believe, number 7, Kenyon English. My apologies on that run. Doing a very nice job twisting around, breaking tackles, and eventually a team tackle by Mount Healthy is bringing him down, but a penalty will be assessed to. Did not see it, what the call was, but it's going to give Winton Woods a first down here on their first series coming out of the gate.
So Warriors moving fast. They start on the 35-yard line. Here they are on their own 48. 6:55 left to go. Looks like they coming up with this fastest show on turf type offense here.
Well, they got a wishbone offense here. He's going to pitch it to number 3. Going around the right side, getting a decent gain before getting first contact, about a 4-yard gain. I believe that was Demetrius Gates, number 3 on the carry.
A lot of Mount Healthy hats there in on the tackle. See number 36 shed his block and go down for part of that tackle. That's Nigel McKinney there.
We have number 2, I believe that's Cleveland Farmer quarterbacking. You can tell with his fluorescent sleeves will be very nice for the broadcasters up in the booth to help us out. So we can understand who's. So he's going to get the direct snap and he's going to hand it off. He's got room to run on the outside. He's going to get contact, but nice job by keeping him from close to that first down mark. They're going to move the chains. They're going to move the first down, but very nice job by the defense here.
Michael Crawford, number 14, doing that nice job, was one of the tacklers.
Yeah, I believe that was
trying to get the ball and pulling backwards.
Demetrius Gates on that rush.
It's like number 20 helping on that tackle, Jamal Kelly.
Okay, so here we go. First down and 10, moving the ball on the ground this series. Looks like Cleveland Farmer is going to get under center with his wishbone behind him. Little pass to the tight end, which is complete. Big boy over there. That's number 14, Jeff Titus, I believe. Getting what kind of looked like the Tim Tebow jump pass as we get a replay here. It just goes right over the top. Nice going up, grabbing. It is number 14. Nice job, Jeff, on that jump catch, making a very athletic play while you get a team tackle from the Owls to bring you down.
Of course, the Warriors noticed that the Owls had the box full of defenders, so accordingly he jumps that jump pass up over their head.
Okay, so we just had the tight wishbone offense here. Now we're going to spread out with trips to the right. Really spread it out. Actually, quad to the right. They have 4 receivers. Nobody in the backfield. They got, looks like 7 people in the box. He's going to get under pressure immediately, and he's going to be taken down. The unhealthy sideline is pumped.
Number 38 on the stop, Terrence Owensby. That was a Sunday tackle right there, Patrick.
Well, I mean, he was immediately under pressure with nobody in the backfield to help him block. Their offensive line was just porous, and did the blitzing off the DN just came up, and Owensby made a great play in the open field to tackle Farmer. So now they were on a roll, and they just lost about, I want to say 8 yards. Yeah, they'll officially say a second down and 18 here. Ball on the 34-yard line. That's a big loss. That was a shotgun snap with nobody in the backfield.
Warriors taking a long time in the huddle here. See what they come up with.
Again, nobody in the backfield. Very
Trips left
out
here.
Make sure you get the allotted people, the 7 people on the line of scrimmage that they need for the play, and it's going to be a false start on the offense here. Ball didn't even move, but everyone else did. I don't know if that's the center's fault for not snapping the ball, or, I mean, it's hard to blame the entire team for moving except for the center. But nonetheless, they're just going to back them up even further, and just now going to be second down and 23.
Second and 23. I don't know if they have a play in the book to cover this.
Yeah, just do a couple screens, but they're not lined up for a screen, it looks like, unless it's a quick screen out to the trips to his left. He's going to get the shotgun snap.
He's being blitzed.
Yeah.
And they're on it.
Get rid of it. Man, oh, man. This is like night and day to see what happened here. Every time they go in an empty set formation, they just get too much pressure from the outside defensive ends here. We're going to see the replay. I mean, is that number 20, I believe? Yes, it is. That is Jamal Kelly.
Number 42, David Harrell on the stop.
And he's getting there late, too, to make sure he's not going anywhere.
Just a gang of Owl defenders. You know, a lot of times in these 7th and 8th grade doubleheaders, Patrick, and I don't want to jinx anybody, but the team that wins the first game, usually they split.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I'm not saying anything other than that, but we'll have to see. These Owl defenders look like a different cast of characters than those 7th grade defenders.
Well, it's going to be a 3rd and 31 play. They're just going to hand it off
to
the left side to Demetrius
that.
Gates. And Gates is going nowhere. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but it literally was night and day from where they started on the 35-yard line, got all the way down to about the 26, 27-yard line, and then they just went backwards on every single play, whether it be a penalty or a sack or just a yard of loss. And then you end up with 4th down and 31 now, and you're on the 47-yard
Owls,
line.
Patrick, for that going backwards. Their defense rose up on that, and they said no more.
And they just forced a timeout. This is incredible. We thought, Winton Woods is 6-0. We thought they were going to come out initially with the great running game that they exhibited. The first couple plays, they got a really nice first downs. And for whatever reason, they went to an empty backfield, spread it out, and their offensive line just became porous.
That's right.
And it just, the defensive ends made great open field tackles. Give credit to Terrence Owensby on a couple of those. Great job by the defensive ends, and they just went backwards.
And also give credit on that gang tackle. Shamar Strayhorn, number 52, in on that.
Nice. So they're in their punt formation. We've seen this in the 7th grade. This is their punt formation. High snap. Gets it down, but the ball goes straight up. Holy cow. It might even go backwards. It does.
Somebody better touch that down.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy cow. Unfortunately, I think that's number 42, Mr. Johnson, Deshaun Johnson. You feel bad for the young kid, but That's the first I've seen that happen. It just goes straight, and he looks up, he's like, oh no, and he puts his hands on his helmet thinking, my goodness, how did that happen?
Yeah, and it could be worse. As you know, it could actually be worse. You know, Warriors are just going to have to play defense here.
Yeah, an unfortunate circumstance, but they're going to have to move on and see what the Winton Woods Warriors defense has in store for the Owls on offense. Going to be first down and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Owls break this huddle.
See what they come out with here.
Spread it out. He's got somebody back there with him. I can't catch his number, but first and 10 for the Fighting Owls. Here's what they come with.
Just spreading it out. Looks like they're going to fake a blitz. They're giving him the ball. No, he keeps it. Run around the left sideline. He faked me out. He's going to get a first down, and that's where it's going to stop at. Number 14, Michael Crawford with the first down carry. The quarterback faking me out. I thought he gave it to his tailback, but squirms around a couple defenders and then has open field in front of him.
A nice block out there on the edge. Number 44, Gary Johnson.
Yeah, he's blocking number 14, the tight end, who made that nice catch for Winton Woods on the other side of the ball. Finally brought down out of bounds, which will leave a minute 54 left to go in the first quarter. Ball on the 32-yard line, again spreading it out. Looks like kind of what their game is going to be. It's going to be read options because they got about 6 people in the box. Winton Woods does. This time he's giving it to him, going around the left sideline, and he's having success, getting up to about 8 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Number 38 for the Warriors puts the stop to him eventually. That's Jeremiah Brown.
Yeah, that's Tyrone Mincy, I believe, number 28 for the Owls, making a decent amount of moves and plays and spins and touching the A button, the B button, and the joystick button all around the place.
Of course, the name Mincy in Fighting Owl lore is a name that's been known to show itself in the box scores. Mincy is a powerful name in Fighting Owl history.
Okay, so he gets the ball again up the gut, getting a first down with some tough yards. Nice job by Mincy. So with a first down here, the 3-2 Owls looking to put a black eye on the Winton Woods 6-0 record here, coming into their stadium, thinking they can push them around, and right now, they are. They're on the 20-yard line, just inside the red zone here with about 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Spreading the ball out, making a carry. So let's see what they come out with. Looks like they're going to be
loading the box.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a false start going to be on the right tackle. It's number 60, Anthony Jackson, for the Owls. Getting a false start. Sorry, Anthony, I had to mention your name. I know offensive linemen don't get much credit unless you do something bad. I was there, man. So, false start. It'll be first down and 15 to go on the 25-yard line. 42 seconds left as we wind the clock.
We got a big number 85 on that O-line, Robert Waddell. Of course, again, we don't have stats, but looks like a pretty big guy.
Michael Crawford here in the shotgun with Mincy to his side. He's going to follow him with a block. He's going to keep it around. If he can outrun him, he's got an alley, and he does. He's going down the right sideline. He gets a stiff arm and goes down to about the 4-yard line, where he's going to be pushed out by the Warrior defense. Nice run on a first down and long play here, Jacob.
Here you see Michael Crawford has a man in front of him. He has the patience to let this guy set up his block, and he outruns the would-be tackler. Now that block is thrown there on the edge, and now it's off to the races.
Yeah, finally getting caught by the Warriors. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here, I believe. The Owls are going to sprint up to the ball, but I don't think they're going to get off with under a second left, and they're going to whistle it dead, and that'll be the end of the first quarter with a mighty run here by the Mount Healthy Owls to end the first quarter here on the 5-yard line with a score of 0-0. Not something we anticipated with the, I mean, we haven't really done a whole lot of research on these teams. We didn't know coming in exactly what to expect. We kind of went off their records, 6-0 to a 3-2 team. And right now, I mean, the start of the game was very stereotypical from their records. When Woods came out, got a couple of quick first downs, went almost inside the red zone, and then they went backwards. Got a bad punt from their punter. Honestly, gained some yards there for the Owls. And now they're making things happen with their running game. Michael Crawford and Tyrone Mincy are going up the field, making good plays, getting good angles, using their speed.
Well, I expect Mount Healthy coming in here. Again, the 8th grade team I'm seeing here, it looks like they have a little bit more chemistry than the 7th graders did. But I figure that records in these games in the neighborhood, you could throw them out anyway. Between Mount Healthy and the Fighting Owls, I'm sure a lot of these guys have played against each other in pee-wee ball action, different leagues. So I bet you some of these guys know who each other is.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. And there's a little friendly competition, not just between schools, but between people that you might see in high school down the road now, because you get familiar with them in middle school, and if they end up going to Winton Woods or Mount Healthy, you'll know them a little bit more, and the rivalry continues and blossoms a little bit. Okay, so here we go. 1st down and 5 for the Owls. Actually, 1st down and goal, I'm sorry, from the 5. Oh, and it looks like we're going to get a false start again from a right tackle. Not sure if it was the same person or not as we had previously, but it'll back him up 5 yards. Again, the replay, it's showing that it could have been close there. He's snapping the ball, and it looks like just because no one else moved, they called the penalty. The ball moved, and he moved, and he's thinking, well, you know, I thought that's what we were supposed to do. Just because everyone else was slow off the line doesn't mean you got to penalize the guy that was quick.
Looks like the Owls are going to spread this thing out again.
Yeah, it seems to be their spread offense as their game, to have Michael Crawford and Tyrone Mincy make plays with their legs. Not much of a passing team so far. Of course, we've just seen 1 quarter of action. We continue here after the penalty. He gets it up the middle. Mincy making people miss, getting to the right sideline, running around people, getting about 5 yards, getting that penalty yardage back. Nice job. These guys are quick.
That's right. Well, that's the varsity of Mount Healthy. It's a blur. Everything about Mount Healthy football is speed and blur.
Yeah. He did. Once you saw him, he was in the middle of the pack. Then the next thing you knew, he sprinted toward the sideline, and no one could catch him, and gets a 5-yard gain.
That's right. That's what I call vision and decision. See and decide, not see and squirrel can't make up his mind.
Yeah. He's just going for the nut. So we got 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line at the start of the 2nd quarter. Mount Healthy about to do some damage unless Winton Woods defense has to say otherwise. Crawford going to keep it. Not going to make it to the goal line. Goes up the middle with a block from Mincy.
Looks like it's going to be about, what, 3 yards maybe, 3-4 yards.
And they're going to call 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and goal, I'm sorry, from the 3-yard line. See if they spread it out again, which I anticipate them doing. They're putting a lot of people in the box. They anticipate them. They're not even covering the slot receivers to a certain degree.
Because they haven't proved they can throw to anybody yet.
They're stacking that line. They're blitzing. They're ready to get after it. Winton Woods defense is. Let's see what happens. They give it to Mincy off the tackle, and he's in for a touchdown. Scoring first. The Mount Healthy Owls bringing the score 6-0 in favor of the Owls in the house of the Warriors.
So we see the Owls moving this ball right up the field there.
Yeah, from the look of it, this is not the 3-2 team. We thought this would be the 6-0 team. Coming out, they're going to go for 2 here, it looks like. Is he going to go under center here? That would be something new.
He's under center.
Yeah, Crawford's under center.
What kind of guys?
Maybe hard count. Hard count. Oh, he just tries to run up himself. Defensive line, nice job sticking him. That's number 76. Nick Parks making a good stop on Michael Campbell of the Owls, preventing from that 2-point conversion being made. And as we stand now at 7:03 in the 2nd quarter, we have Mount Healthy 6, Winton Woods Warriors nothing.
So we got the lot of activity on the sideline. We see the Warrior cheering staff doing, what do they call those? Cartwheels.
Flips.
Flips. Looks like she did flips all the way down the field, about 40 yards worth of flips until she got dizzy, I guess.
You're just jealous. You wish you could do that now.
No.
How old are you, Jacob? Tell our listeners how old you are.
I'm 62 years old.
62, and he can do flips and cartwheels with the best of them, folks. Oh, my gosh. Look at this pistol formation, and he's going to get it and go nowhere.
Nowhere. Mount Healthy fighting Owls. You know, we see a lot of defenders in there. Number 33 for the Owls, Rick Martin.
Yeah, Cleveland Farmer just hands it off to, I believe, number 7 that had it. So Kenyon English gets stalemated by the defense. Demetrius Gates also trying to make blocks for him, but there's just nothing happening on that offensive front. So let's see if the offensive line for the Warriors can get a push here. Very interesting formation. They had 3 people in the backfield all lined in a pistol-like formation. They go from that to a spread formation, an empty backfield. So he gets the snap, and again, under pressure, doing stiff arms. Nice job.
Throw it away. They're going to get him down.
Unreal. Cleveland Farmer again brought down, I believe that's number 38 for the Owls. Terrence Owensby again from the defensive end position. This is, you know, a broken record. Empty backfield, sacked by Owensby. And I believe is that number 20. I don't know. I want to give you credit, son, if I can get your number.
It's like number 20.
We had the first contact. If that was number 20, it would be Jamal Kelly. Thought that's what it was, but I couldn't see your number. But, I mean, if you're a Winton Woods coach here, we're going to have a timeout by Winton Woods. I don't see why you keep going to the empty backfield. I don't know if that's something that's worked for you in your 6 wins. I'm sure it has, or else they wouldn't be doing it. But right now, they're just putting too many on – Mount Healthy's putting too many people on the defensive line, and they're just getting through untouched, and he's got to just run for his life. And obviously, they're resulting in sacks, and what they're doing is going backwards. Again, we have a 2nd and 20. You should just throw that set out and just work with something else, or have somebody there in the backfield with you, which is what he's going to have here. Cleveland Farmer, number 2, is going to have Demetrius Gates in the backfield with him as we start the clock here.
And he's throw.
Yeah, he's going deep, too, for number 42. He's got under it. He's catching it. And he can break a tackle. He's going to go to the house, and he does. Number 42, that is Keyshawn Johnson with the 6 points. Touchdown, Winton Woods Warriors.
Winton Woods Warriors on the scoreboard. Deep pass. Runs right under, we see here. Plenty of protection.
Yeah, great arm. Gets enough air onto it where he could just... He's open. The defender, it was poor coverage by Mount Healthy, and Zeshawn Johnson just waits for it and does his job. Catches the football, breaks a tackle, a potential tackle for that, and goes to the house. No safety coverage over the top, man coverage, and that's all he had to do. That strong arm of Farmers made it happen.
It's like they were able to put a play on number 38, Terrence Owensby.
Yeah, Kenny English here is going to get the direct snap, and a false start's going to happen, unfortunately. Cleveland Farmer, who motioned out into the line of scrimmage, was a little too anxious to get off, and they're going to call a false start for the Warriors here. Is going to make it a little bit more difficult to get to now. They're going to spot the ball on the 8-yard line. Now he's got to have just a normal play now, not just a 2-point conversion play for 3 or 2 yards. You got to have a play out of your playbook here that's going to give you 8 yards.
The conversion here would be big in this game. They can find a way to come up with this 2-point conversion.
So we have Kenyon English next to him as Farmer gets the snap, and he's overshoots. Yeah, he overshoots Zeshawn Johnson.
So, with 5:46 left to go in the first half, Winton Woods Warriors 6, Mount Healthy Owls 6.
And that's the 6-0 team that we're used to. The people here, they were pretty stunned in that first quarter. Like, man, we're not used to being down 6-0. People running all over us. Well, one pass play reminded them why they're 6-0.
And to the Winton Woods Warriors' credit, they were able to shake it off because the Fighting Owls were making some good plays on defense there for a minute, but they were able to shake it off and dent that scoreboard. So here come the Owls. Warriors better get up here on the ball. The Owls about to leave without him here.
The defense, they're not getting set. They got some offensive players now playing both sides. They're getting pressure from the sides, but
again.
Crawford going around the right sideline, going up, making people miss, getting a great first down. Didn't expect that to happen with all the pressure up the middle of the field from the defense, but Michael Crawford making something happen with his speed on the far sideline here.
And once he cleared that pressure, he had room to run, and nice little perimeter block opens it up big time.
Yeah, hopefully I can maybe get your number next time, son, so we can give you a credit on air. But the fake is what did that. All the defensive ends that were coming untouched went for the fake. Crawford went right around him. So here we go, spreading it out with trips again to the left. He's got Mincy in the backfield with him right now.
And the Warriors' 48-yard line here, 1st and 10.
They got 6 people in the box. They give it to Mincy up the field. He's not touched yet, and he's got plenty of room up the right sideline. And that's Kenyon English pushing him out of bounds about 20 yards down the field. And the running game for Mount Healthy is on fire right now.
Mincy coming out of there like he shot out of a cannon. Picks his way around a nice block thrown.
Yeah, and he honestly it wasn't even touched. The defensive line, they only had 6 people in the box, which is surprising. They got to put more people in the box if you're the Warriors. You know if they're going to try to run the ball.
Thinks like the Warriors looks like this is the first time they played anyone with the same type of speed they have. Look at these little scat back receivers over here.
Yeah, well, they got 2-2 set, so now he gets the ball up the middle again, and he gets touched, but he breaks it, and he breaks another tackle, and he's going to the 5. Touchdown, Owls! Mitzi on the touchdown, bringing the score 12-6 in favor of the Mount Healthy Owls, and he just really, Jacob, did not have much resistance other than a couple shoestring potential tackles here.
Mincy knows what to do with that ball. You can see lose that would-be tackler, and then he finds the correct angles to use his blocker just enough to stay in the way for that touchdown here.
Yeah, just a couple arm tackles around his legs that barely touched him were intruding him, and honestly, that's not a lot for a young man in 8th grade to handle. So we got in the shotgun snap here, Crawford waiting for the 2-point conversion here, see if to make it 14-6. Gets the snap, rolls right, he's looking to pass, and he does, but it's going to be short at the feet of his receiver and incomplete, which is going to leave us with the score here with 5:18 left to go in the second quarter till halftime. Mount Healthy Owls 12, Winton Warriors 6.
So we see here the replay on this, a high snap, but he pulls it in, gives it to Mincy. Nice block everywhere, little stiff arm. Warriors defenders are flying to the ball, but they don't have the kind of speed this guy's flying to the end zone with here.
Yeah, he's carrying the ball really well in his left arm there, nice and tight, making sure that if there was someone to come behind him, he can't punch it out. That's the way you hold the ball. Good fundamentals they're teaching over there at Mount Healthy.
Mount Healthy is turning their program around.
All right, so Farmer gets the snap. He's looking deep again for Mr. Johnson, and he's overthrown this time, unfortunately, and it's going to fall incomplete. Man, he had him open, too.
Okay, so that looks like a staple of the Warrior playbook. I'm sure it has a lot to do with that 6-0 record. Is that play right there?
Well, it looks like Zeshawn Johnson, if we can get hopefully get some stats, see how many touchdowns he has, because right now it looks like he could have had 2. He was open. He really was. He just overthrew him. A wonderful pass the first time around, but he just overshot him. He was open. If he just ran under it, would have caught it. No one would have caught him. Touchdown. Could have been.
So here the Warriors break the huddle. 1st and 15.
It should be just 1st and 10. It should be 2nd and 10.
Okay, yeah.
The scoreboard is just, the scoreboard is a little wrong there. So they got 2-2 set here. They're going to hand it off, almost kind of pitch it to English. English is going to make some moves, jumps over, and just gets rocked around the 40-yard line. So a gain of, we'll probably give him a gain of 4. He ended up on the 45, but probably got stopped at the 39, I'm sorry. So you see this pitch, And I don't know if that was the intention to go back, but he reverses field, gets a decent block. But number 28, nicely done, upending him. Yeah, doing it on the offense end, doing it on the defense end.
Tyron Mincy out there playing both sides of the ball.
All right, here, now it's more of a tighter formation, still kind of spreading out with the wide receivers. Coming in motion, he's going to fake it to him, and he's going to get sacked. His fellow teammates is, oh man, this is a play we probably do. But number 20, Jamal Kelly making the sack for the Owls.
Fighting out defense, showing great will.
Yeah, there was a fake that time to Zashawn Johnson. And Jamal Kelly was not fooled. He knew who had the ball. He made sure he knew.
It's like 3:59 left to go in the half.
Yeah, they're taking their dandy time, Winwoods is, to get to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like these Fighting Owl safeties been scared straight a couple times. Now they want to play deep here.
Well, they're changing their defense here to do almost a quarter defense, to have quarters of the field. From a end zone to end zone perspective, they're going to punt here. Punt goes again, almost straight up. Wow, so you're only going to get basically a 9-yard gain on that. Unfortunately, yeah, that's the second punt for the young man that didn't go so well.
Well,
he does good things on the field, honestly, other than punting. So give him credit. I mean, he's a good football player, but not necessarily a good punter. So, with that being said, they're going to try to stop the clock here. I mean, I'm not sure why it's rolling, but it is rolling. As you see, some good coaching happening on the sidelines for Winton Woods to their quarterback, Cleveland Farmer.
You know, this has been the week for kickers. You know, you can't stay on this number 42. You can't stay on this case. Looks like we got a
penalty flags all over the place and people moving when they shouldn't have been. Yep. So it's going to be a false start on Mount Healthy, it looks like, and moving back 5. The call from the ref here in a sec.
You know, I know, Patrick, this is a week in Cincinnati here where there's been a lot of disappointment with guys who kicked the ball this week in town.
Oh, is that where you're going with this? You're going to bring that up?
No,
okay.
I won't bring it up.
Well,
we know this game's not going to end in a tie.
Well, that's true, and I'm glad you referenced, because some of our viewers might have not got the hint that we were talking about the Bengals tie with the Carolina Panthers and missed field goal at the end of overtime that Mike Nugent missed. Oh, high snap. Nice job by Crawford bringing it down and not getting away from a tackle. That's number 15, Tank Booker. I love that name, Tank. He's got a very nice name to be a football player.
He's got a very nice way of snatching people down by the collar out there.
Robert Waddle, or Waddle, I'm sorry if I butchered the name, son. The tackle that was trying to get in Booker's way. Stiff arming him, like doing a nice bull rush gal and make the sack. Very nice job, Mr. Booker.
He's going to have to probably do that again because this guy's always looking to go out there.
You know, we have 2nd and 20 now from the 44-yard line with 2 minutes left to go. Crawford again sacked, but they're not calling a fumble. I believe that's Mr. English, Kenyon English, playing defense now, showing his skills on the other side of the ball. It's a high snap. We've been having a lot of high snaps here for Mountain Healthy. Not really been a factor so far, but looks kind of like he just lost his footing there.
Kenyon English, he's playing some serious ball for the Warrior defense.
Yeah.
It's like we got a man down here on that play. Number 14, Michael Crawford, but he's up now, and it's going to be 3rd down and 28 yards to go here.
Well, if that's did you see him go out, Jacob?
He's run off the field under his own power.
Okay, well that means he's still got to be out for a play. So if it's for the Owls, we'll see who's in to replace him here if we can tell.
So this little guy's in to replace him.
Yeah, I wish I could see his number. I can't, unfortunately, but he's going to take the snap, and there's a little movement on the right side. He's going to take it.
It's going to be a left-hander. It's rolling.
Oh, and it looks like number 3, Hajer Pitts.
Javier Pitts. That's Javier Pitts' little brother, Javier of the Varsity Owls.
Again, there's a flag on the field, which is why we have a stoppage in play on the sack. Waiting for the call. Holding will be the on defense. Look at that. Holding on Winton Woods, so they'll move the ball. So we see Mr. Pitts, the replacement here. Not really a fake, but the the tailback looked for a fake, trying to do some juke moves and gets brought down with one hand by Tank Booker, using that name in his lifestyle there a couple of times here with a couple sacks.
You know, I just want to give props to the official down there on the field. I talked to him before the game. That's Tim Doherty. Spoke with me about watching Waycross viewing quite a bit around his house there in Hartwell, and familiar with what we do, trying to help these young kids.
Yeah, so we have Mincy back in the game now to receive the shotgun snap with under a minute now left to go if they want to get something going here. And taking a lot of time before half. He gets it. He's doing a quick screen, and he's got a pass complete. And wow, Kenyon English making a nice stop in the open field after he was wide open. I'm not sure if I got his number. Was that number 6, David Bolton, that he got the pass? Mincy doing a nice job just lofting it. Not too hard. Yes, that's number 6. David Bolton catching the pass, making people miss, but couldn't get away from Kenyon English, making a nice stop in the open field, having them call a timeout with 30.8 seconds left to go. It is going to bring up 4th down because of all the sacks that they did have. Even though it was a positive play, they're going to have to go 18 yards for a 1st down.
Well, if you're the Fighting Owls here, you got a 12-6 lead, 30 seconds to go in the half. This is where you might as well let the clock run itself out when you're 4th and 18. Of course, you know that your guy, have they punted? Has Mount Healthy punted yet today?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I can't recall. But during this timeout, the Winton Woods defense is on the field ready to go. Mount Healthy still in their huddle, as they now get the whistle from the official saying, "Let's go, boys. See what you got for the last 30.8 seconds left on the clock." They're on their own 48-yard line. They might have to become a little more of a passing team here in these 30 seconds if they want to move down the ball. He's under center now. He's got a pistol formation behind him, motion.
Everybody in the box for
He's going to pass. He tried to bootleg out to the right, but he's getting pursued. He's just going to run it himself. He's not going to get the 1st down, not even close.
And not going to get out of bounds either.
Well, they're going to stop the clock on turnover on downs. So it'll give the Winton Woods offense to do something and possibly tie the game here with 21.4 seconds left to go as we get the replay here, Jacob.
See him back, rolling right now. He's going to run to his left, but you know, he decides to haul it in, but there's nowhere to go. There's too many Warrior defenders out there on the edge for him to get around them all.
Yeah, Demetrius Skates eventually making that tackle for the Warriors. Stop and play. So here we go. Oh no, they're empty backfield. This isn't good. I'm not Nostradamus or anything, but I'm not anticipating something good to come out of this unless their offensive line can do something here. And they do a little bit. They just give just enough. So, Zishan Johnson, there he goes again down the right sideline. But he's covered heavily this time by the Owl defense and falls incomplete.
Nice
My
coverage.
goodness. Again, it's a wide snap, but still just barely the tackles get enough on the defensive ends to make them get a good pass and very well thrown ball. Maybe a little more could have got, but honestly, it was going to be an incomplete pass, I would have assumed, because double coverage on the play.
Well, Cleveland Farmers showing arm strength. That ball might have went about 50 yards in the air.
Yeah, that first touchdown they had, that arm strength was very much exhibited there. These 8th grade men now are incredible. I mean, when you see freshmen in college, you expect them to be strong, agile, talented. But these guys are going to be freshmen in high school. These guys are strong as well. So we get the snap. It's a
Falls down.
fumble.
Ward's able to fall on it.
I think
And
that's
the
going to be the
clock
call.
is going to run out, and that's
Yeah.
going to be the end of the first half here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the way they want to do it, but that's what's going to happen. And with the conclusion of the first half here, we have a score of 12 for the Mount Healthy Owls and 6 for the Winton Woods Warriors. Please join us. Thank you for joining us for the first half, and please join us for the second half for these two teams against the currently 6-0 Warriors as they potentially try to come back against the Owls. A score of 12-6. For Patrick Lewis and Jacob Williams, please join us in a few minutes after this halftime brief announcement.
Do you like what you see? Do you want to see more programs like this? Well, check out waycross.tv for this program and others like these.
And welcome back to the start of the second half of the 8th grade Winton Warriors against the 8th grade Mount Healthy Owls. Well, Jacob, as we continue this second half, the 6-0 Warriors are going to try to come back and remain unbeaten on their season, but I think the Owls have another idea coming into their house and using their speed to get around their defenders. They're up 12-6 right now.
It's like you say, Patrick, the Owls got different things in mind, and the Warriors are going to have to lose that empty backfield offense because the Owls evidently have answers for that. So here we see the Owls getting ready to start 1st and 10.
Yeah, they got on the 35-yard line. Campbell's in the backfield with Mincy to his right. Looks like a couple blitzes are coming off, but it's going to be a flag to start the second half here.
It's like a Warrior jumped offside.
Or was,
No.
false start on the offense. We'll bring it back 5. Well, it's not the way you want to start the second half if you're the Mount Healthy Owls, but that left tight end right there, as you see, was a great replay from our staff here at Waycross Community Media. We'll start the second half with a 1st down and 15 as our chain gang, our dial-a-down on the far sideline. If you get a picture of it, we'll say a 2 instead of a 1. That's okay. So, in Mount Healthy Owl fashion, as we've seen the entire first half, they will spread it out. And they got 2 receivers on each side. Many people in the box for Winton Woods. They're ready for the run here the second half. They fake it up middle, and then Campbell will take it, doing his due diligence, but wow, getting thrown down. That is number 38 for Winton Woods. Jeremiah Brown making his presence to start the second half.
That's what the Warriors are looking to do, is put the kibosh to any ideas the Owls have of holding on this football, because Warriors got to get a touchdown. That's to tie this thing up here.
Yeah, Brown didn't get a good wrap, but got enough of the jersey where he was strong enough to whiplash him down to the ground. And as long as you give him the ground, and by any means necessary. So we're going to have a 2nd down and about 12 here
Mount
for
Healthy,
the Owls.
they come out of that huddle with bad intentions, every one of them.
Well, they're looking for a run here, obviously, with one person getting motion around, and very good play by number 7, Kenyon English, for Winton Woods. Not being fooled at all by anything, any motion or fakes or whatnot, because he comes around in motion and just gets stuck lower in the boom.
Jamal Kelly for the Owls feeling that hit all the way down to his heels, and if the Warriors can continue with that kind of defense, they got a good chance of fighting their way back into this game.
Absolutely. And that's really what they need right now. They need they got a 3rd and long. They need to get off the field here, being that defense, and force Mount Healthy to punt. Mount Healthy taking their time in their huddle. In no rush to go at this 3rd and 17.
Yeah, we don't know what they got in their playbook for this, but they need to pick up quite a few yards just to get out of this position on the field.
Yeah, and shotgun again. High snap. He's going to get hit real hard on his opposite side. Number 42, Deshaun Johnson, on the recipient end of a long touchdown pass, their only score of the game, is making his presence known, and he hits him hard.
He's making up for those questionable punts with that tackle.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Now he puts them in a position to punt. That's a very nice hit. Very well done by Deshaun Johnson. So we're going to have Winton's back to receive this kick here. Looks like maybe Kenyon English.
That's right.
It's back in the punt. Nice punt.
English is going to field
He's going to field it, and he's going to come upfield, and he makes a person miss, going up to about the 45-yard line on the outside line before he was taken down. Decent
Nice
return.
tackle on that play. Much smaller man. Who's at number 2?
Get a good look here at the replay. Makes a person miss the start of his return.
That's
Nice
a
tackle.
tackle.
Yeah, getting under his legs, and he's excited about it. He's pumped. So, first possession for Winton Woods here to start the second half. Let's see what they come out firing with on the 45-yard line of the Owls. They got good field position here. See if they could take advantage of it. If Cleveland Farmer in the shotgun doing an option, now pitches it. He's got some room outside, but very good pursuit. English has got nowhere to go and
Ball's
fumbles the
out.
ball.
Owls got
It
it.
looks like it. No signal yet made. English couldn't hold on to the ball. And yes, the Owls do recover the fumble. I believe that's number 2. Yes. No? Is that
Yep.
or 5? That's a 5.
5.
Denota Hall on the recovery for the Owls. They have the pitch there. Was successful at the moment. He's trying to reverse field, but then almost gets hit. Very nicely done to try to strip the ball by Terrence Owensby of the Owls. Does it successfully with his teammates rallying around.
That's right. Terrence Owensby got in there while he's making the tackle, reaches out with the other arm and strips the ball. Now the Owls will take over possession on their own 48-yard line here. 1st and 10.
It's unfortunate for the Warriors coming out in the second half thinking they're just going to be great field position, try to take advantage of it, and they don't. They end up turning it over and putting Mount Healthy now in a position to take advantage of their miscues. So we have man in motion, I formation, giving it to Mincy where he is going nowhere.
Stop.
Yeah, English again on the tackle, doing things, making up for the fumble on his offensive side. I think he likes playing defense a little bit right now more than he likes playing offense.
I think he looks like he's holding his ball. Kenyon English, not his ball, excuse me. Looks like he's holding one of his arms. Looks like his right arm, a little bit gingerly, like he may have,
Yeah.
tweaked it. So we'll have to see.
So
All kind
the
of
line of
guys
scrimmage
in
is
the
now
box.
stacked. Very tight formation where we're not used to seeing Mount Healthy do it. The I formation is going to give it to Mincy again, but there's a alley that he gets up to off the right tackle, up to about the, let's say, 46-yard line. They're going to spot it around the 47-yard line of the Warriors here.
Yeah, that make it 3rd down and 4.
It's a nice run, eventually brought down by the quarterback of the other team, Cleveland Farmer, with some help of his buddies.
Of course, the Owls said you may have a lot of guys in the box, but we're still running here. Looks like they called timeout.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4 at the 47-yard line. They want to make sure they get the right play call, the Owls do, so they're going to take a timeout and talk it over. It's an important possession. I think if Mount Healthy converts on this 3rd down play and it gets momentum and scores again, it's going to be hard for the Warriors unless they go big play by big play to get back in this game.
Yeah, and it's not only going to be hard for the Warriors, but they have to develop a couple plays that they can use. Of course, they got the touchdown play, the long pass, but they haven't done too much other than that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, and that's the key word there is consistent, because they have had some good spurts where they've moved the ball down the field, especially the Jekyll and Hyde we saw in the very first possessions of the game where they moved down like close to inside the red zone on a number of consecutive first downs, but then went to the empty backfield and got sacked 2 or 3 times in a row and end up losing almost 30 yards. So here we go, tight formation again, nothing we're not used to. They're always in the spread, so I formation and see if they give it to Mincy again, which they don't.
Fumble.
And it was almost kind of like a gadget play here, trying to hand it off, and it's definitely a fumble, and most likely the Warriors are going to come up with it. I know one of the Warriors is saying they do, and they do. Yes, the signal's finally made. We have a couple people down. Let's hope they get up. Being 8th grade, we don't have anyone. And it looks like, yes, I believe number 15, Tank Booker, coming up with that ball at the bottom of the pile.
Well, that's your buddy Tank putting a whammy on somebody on that owl.
Yeah, so the play, we might not get a replay of it, but it was a fake to Mincy up the middle, and then the quarterback held the ball behind him, trying to hand it off, and that exchange just never was clean. The receiver didn't get the ball, and Tank was right there to scoop up the mess. So here we go, trips to the right. They're going to do a wide receiver screen, and it is not successful. Very good defense by the Mount Healthy Owls. I believe that's number 3, Hajier Pitts, for the Owls, making a nice stop in the open field to prevent from anything going there, and it's going to get a loss of yards.
It was a nice tackle. A lot of times those plays like that, I call them Bernie Kosar type of plays, throwing them sideways when they end up pick 6 on those type of deals.
Well, that particular play, they had 3 receivers to the right, and they threw it about 4 yards behind, so it is going to be 2nd and 14 on the loss there. It'll be very difficult for someone to pick that ball 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But yes, I do understand what you're saying. They do have trips again to the right, to the short side of the field. As you can see, they're going to go to the left.
He's going to be hauled down.
Yeah, well, but he gets away from the potential sack. Reverses field. Now has a little bit of running room. Goes up the sideline. Is still not pushed out. Stays in bounds. Finally down and marked around the 22-yard line of the Owls.
That's one of those helter-skelter plays we got.
He's got his helmet off. I'm sorry, Jacob, but Farmer is just in agony on the sideline, which is not a good sign. You don't want anybody to get injured, especially these middle school football players that are just giving their max effort, having fun out on the field.
The way that tackle went, it looked like he caught something in the rib cage, maybe. Looked like maybe a helmet to the rib cage when he got tackled. We'll see here.
Now he's on his back. Take a look. Great effort here by Farmer, getting out of the potential tackle there. I didn't catch his number. It looked like number 20 possibly.
Picks up a nice block here as he turns around this end.
Yeah, stays in bounds, which is the impressive part, because right here is where I thought he went out. Not a clear view there. See where we could find the injury.
Yes.
It looks like he rolled over him. So on the tackle, he could have just incidentally, as you see him get up and limp a little bit, looks like he'll be okay for the most part, hopefully. But just honestly rolled over a defender, and that's maybe what made him feel a little uncomfortable. So we'll see Farmer's replacement, whoever that may be, coming into the game now. If he's comfortable in the shotgun or under center, we'll know soon.
He's going to have 2:42 left to go in the third quarter.
So they'll call a timeout here to get their personnel set, Winton Woods will. With 2:42 left to go here in the third quarter, Winton Woods is threatening on the outside of the field with their quarterback, Cleveland Farmer, unfortunately injured on the previous play, trying to get their personnel set at that position to make sure that everyone knows who's on the same page, who the leader is in the huddle, and get this ball rolling into the end zone, because this is an opportunity they can't let go pass by, Jacob.
That's right. Time's fading away here, and we've got to make sure they come up with something in a way to keep their record intact here.
Yeah. Okay, so number 14, it looks like, Jeff Tyus will be the quarterback here, taking it under center, pitching it now, getting a couple blocks around the sideline, making people miss. I believe that was Demetrius Gates that was getting that pitch.
Got Mount Healthy defenders down now.
Oh, no.
They're getting up slowly. Looks like they're going to be all right.
Okay, so that gives them a first down at the end of that run. And they're going to spot it, what looks like to be close to the 10-yard line, if not on the 10-yard line. I'm not real sure. Well, now they put the ball way back at the 29-yard line for a penalty. I didn't catch that, what the penalty was.
I sure didn't either.
I don't know if, well, here he goes, wind the clock. I'm not sure what that penalty was, but it's a big one, setting Winton Woods back all the way to the 29-yard line of the Owls, which is a huge detriment to what they were doing.
That's right, 1st and 16.
Oh, man. So they're going to take the whole quarterback now out of the equation and give the direct snap to Demetrius Gates as he is alone in his backfield, and there's going to be a false start possibly, but he gets the snap and just drops it and just tries to improv here and is in trouble and finally getting taken down at the 35-yard line of the Owls. Disaster wreaking havoc for Winton Woods now.
Nice tackle by that Owl defender. Can't definitely catch that number. Looks like maybe number 22. Number 20 on that tackle, Jamal Kelly.
Yeah, there looks like it'd be a lot of confusion now in the Winton Woods huddle, not knowing like what's going on. The referees are in the huddle, maybe saying like an equipment issue, just making sure that everyone's staying safe out there, because that obviously is the most important thing for these youngsters. We have a 2nd down now and long. They'll call it 22.
Cleveland Farmer on the sideline trying to walk that off, but it don't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, he's still in a bunch of pain out there, and they're going to have number 14 again, Jeff Tyus, under center to most likely just pitch the ball here.
Number 7,
English, yeah.
English with him.
He's going to get it, and he's going to rumble up, and he hasn't been contacted until the 25-yard line, and he's going to go all the way down close, and they're going to stop him and spot the ball around the 17, 18-yard line, which is not enough for a first down, but it's good chunks coming back here, Jacob.
Our defenders trying their best to strip that ball out of English's arm there. But,
again, yards of carry. Now, oh, here we got a flag on the field, unfortunately. Again, might bring him back a 2nd time. Unfortunate. Let's see what the call here is. It looks like it's going to be against Winton Woods. Illegal, is that a legal man or illegal procedure? It looks like a legal procedure, I'm guessing, because the man is on top of his head, so I'm guessing that's a procedure call. And we're going to go back even further. So the referee is not going to stop walking until he gets to about the 49-yard line of the Owls. And that is a huge penalty. Wow, this is really pushing them back. I mean, it's still going to be 2nd down, but the first down, I mean, to get a first down is around the 13, 14-yard line of the Owls. So officially, they'll call it 2nd down and 36 with 30 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. On the 49-yard line, empty backfield, direct snap to Tyus, who gets hit trying to throw the ball. He's a lefty.
And he got hit on the release.
Yeah, he was just not prepared for that whatsoever. He tries, he doesn't even have the laces, so he just gives it a fling, and that could be called a fumble. I'm not sure if his arm was moving forward or not, but give credit to Jeff Tyus. He's doing his best he can. See, he gets hit right there, number 20. Can't see his number, unfortunately, on the replay.
Maybe Jamal Kelly. But the Owls on defense, they think they've got something here now. There's only 20 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, and got the Warriors pinned back here, and the Warriors haven't shown where they can get this ball moving.
Yeah, and they need to. 3rd down and forever. 20 seconds left to go, 20.9. We got motion across. He's going to give it to him. Bobbly exchange. But Gates has it. He's going to reverse field, go up the far sideline, try to make something out of nothing, and he does a good job of it, but not even close to even the original line of scrimmage, unfortunately.
Mount Healthy defenders getting to the spot well on that play, and again, you can tell where the Warriors are used to having more speed than the guys they're up against now, but the Mount Healthy Owls have the same kind of speed they do. Looks like Mincy, number 28, chasing them down, or But he's finally run out of bounds by number 6 over there.
Yeah, it's going to be
David
interesting
Bolton.
what play they call here. As you see, Cleveland Farmer still on the sideline, got a bag of ice. He's going to be done for the day, it looks like, on that sideline. So with a 4th down and 27, it's going to be interesting for what kind of play call they call here, because they're not punting. So Tyus gets the ball. He's going to just launch it up there for Keyshawn Johnson. Zeshawn, I'm sorry, with the Z, and it's going to be incomplete. And, well, we're going to have 6 seconds left to go on a turnover on downs. And Mount Healthy will now have possession, up 6 points with 6 seconds left to go in this third.
Well, Mount Healthy comes in here knowing full well that kind of offense they've exhibited in this game will work well for them, and now they're in a situation where they're trying to run this clock. And just keep giving that ball to Mincy. Warriors are probably going to keep loading the box because Owls have no reason to throw the ball now.
Now there's a flag. Looks like it's going to be on Winton Woods for something. And he pointed to one of the cornerbacks on the far sideline, saying that what the penalty was. Wow. He is incredibly upset. That's number 5. Or what number is that on the far sideline? Was that 6? Looks like Wasim Vinson, I believe, on the far sideline getting called for that penalty.
So the Owls are going to start this off on their own 43-yard line.
Yeah.
Good field position.
Great field position to start out. Let's see if they can take advantage of something that Winton Woods couldn't do, is that field position. So he hands it off here to Mincy. Mincy's going to get stopped with the loss on the play.
So
But that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. And the Warriors, the 6-0 Warriors, down at the end of the third quarter, 12-6, with the speed of the Mount Healthy Owls, making a presence here and making sure that they know that because of their record, that's not who you're going to get. Just want to remind everybody that Waycross TV is a place where everyone could come and be a part of our production and feel like they can volunteer. Look at the number on your screen right now and write it down and give us a call if you want to volunteer for us. That's 513-825-2429. Or you can just go online. If you know you got a mobile phone and you're just thinking about it on your lunch break and you want to go on TV, go waycross.tv/volunteer. My name is Patrick Lewis alongside Jacob Williams, bringing you this 8th grade matchup, entering the 4th quarter here. It's a good one, Jacob. We were expecting possibly the Warriors with that 6-0 record to blow them out of the water and have a happy Winton Woods crowd. But as of right now, the crowd, with their star quarterback out and the defense on its heels, the Mount Healthy speed is going to take over this 4th quarter, it looks like.
So here we go. Mount Healthy.
Okay, so everybody's lined up, but the clock is not set at 8 minutes to go for the 4th quarter yet. And there it is. There it is. So we are set on the scoreboard, and we're going to get the whistle from the official to start play. And here we go. The final stanza of this 8th grade matchup. We'll begin with Campbell in the shotgun, and we'll follow Mincy. Get a block on the left side, the far sideline. He's got plenty of room if he can miss a couple tackles. Oh,
face
looks
mask.
like, yeah, that's a blatant face mask, and he's going to get near the 1st down marker, but you're going to add 15 onto that, I would assume.
Michael Crawford, it looks like that's going to be face mask going against the Warriors. I mean, from here, that's what it looked like. Holding
well
against the Owls.
Look at that. Our vantage point is on the near sideline, so it's across the field.
Yeah, that's probably
Not
where
the
hold
maybe.
was.
Oh, it looks like the receiver at the top of your screen possibly jostling there is what they're going to be calling eventually. But you get spun around like that, you think that the only reason they were, get violently sprung, just getting twisted in a means that they weren't going in that direction in the first place is because of a face mask or like a horse collar or something to impede their motion moving forward. But they get Mount Healthy now on a penalty, and that's exactly what hurt the Warriors on the previous possession, is all the penalties that they had. So both teams now stricken with penalties, trying to regain some sort of yardage now back as we get set for a 2nd down and 11. Hands it off to Mincy in the middle, and which is going nowhere. Actually losing a couple yards on that, bringing up a 3rd down and long now for the Owls.
You know, to the Warriors' credit on defense, they figured out answers for Mincy, and the Owls are going to probably just have to try to get to Mincy, the ball to Mincy now in a flat, or maybe, I don't know, but just off the direct handoff in the backfield, the Warriors are waiting for him now.
Right. Yeah, their running game is clearly their strength as the Owls come to the line of scrimmage for their 3rd down and 13 play. I can assume that it's going to be a stretch play, something on the outside here, but those defensive ends, it look like they're trying to have containment. Tank on the outside.
He's lucky to get it, but
wow, look at that. Just blown up because of the high snap. He's having fun. That is Mr. Kenyon English, who has been all over the field today, getting the sack on that. Tank on the opposite side is doing his due diligence, getting around number 41.
That's right.
Marquez Amison.
Tank's been in the picture on just about all these plays on defense for the Warriors. So here they come. Fighting Owls up on the ball. 6:26 left to go. They punt this ball. It's going to be touching down on the 45-yard line. Takes a bit of a Mount Healthy roll, and it's going to lay up on the Mount Healthy 49-yard line.
All right, well, after that punt, the Winton Woods Warriors will have a good field position to see what they can do. They have it on the Owls side of the field. We'll see if Jeff Tyus comes back in for quarterback, which he looks like he is. Trying to be a leader. Look at him. He's inside that hole saying, hey, guys, trust me. This is my time now. It's okay. We're going to win this game. I know we're down, but I'm going to try to be a leader on this football team. And as an 8th grader, hopefully that's what he's saying. Maybe he has the self-conscious to do something like that as a youngster, which would be awesome leadership skills. But he's in the shotgun now. He is going to fake the pitch and run upfield himself. And he's a big boy, so he's going to be hard to bring down. And he's going to gain about 4 yards on the play.
Nice tackle by Mr. Mincy. Tyron Mincy on the play for the Owls.
Yeah, the communication from the coach is going into Kenyon English, and Kenyon English is now telling Tyus what the play is. We're going to have Demetrius Gates go in the slot at the top of your screen. Going to be in the shotgun. With English going to receive the ball right up the middle, and he's going to get a 1st down easily and more as he finally gets stopped around the 33-yard line of the Owls. Not much resistance from the defense on that play, Jacob.
They had to get a gang of hats over there. One guy's trying to strip the ball there. Mincy's trying to reach in there for the strip, while the rest of his buddies come in and put their tackle on him.
Yeah. We've seen Mincy inside of that defense right in the middle as a linebacker. So we have English in the backfield. Now he's going under center. He's going to give it to English. English going up the middle again, getting a good chunk of yards. They'll spot him the 27-yard line of the Owls. Again, very little resistance. Nice hole from the offensive line there. The tackle making a nice hole for the running back.
It's like number 42 in on the tackle, David Harrell. Somebody had him down low. I couldn't make out the number.
English getting the ball again. Breaking tackles, going over the left sideline. He could be getting away. I'm sorry, that's Mr. Gates. He's going to be going. It's a shoestring tackle. He's chewing. He's chugging, and it's finally a touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Touchdown for the Warriors on that stiff call.
Yeah, and Demetrius Gates is pumped. He is elated as you see this inside handoff. Really should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage, but breaking tackle, showing authority, going around getting a block from his buddy, number 6, Wasim Vincent, and that shoestring tackle by Hajir Pitts, not enough Number 14, Michael Crawford, the quarterback on the other side of the ball, is trying to prevent the touchdown, but he is just got a mission right now. He has got a prerogative to make it inside that zone, and he does. So we've got the 2-point conversion here.
But no.
It's not going to make it, unfortunately, which is a huge play because it keeps the score at 12.
4:30 left to go in the affair.
No, and English is saying, keep feeding me, keep feeding me. Of course, it was Gates here on the touchdown.
Yeah, it's somebody we haven't seen a 2-point conversion converted today, have we, Patrick?
We have not. If we include the 7th grade game, we have not seen a 2-point conversion made. That they don't kick field goals in middle school, so they go for 2 regardless, and we have not seen one made. It seems like it's more tough to get a 2 or 3 yard extra point, 2 points, than it is just to get a touchdown.
Mincy
So
with the ball.
off left tackle, and he's doing well to get up to close to the first down marker. So now we have a game, ladies and gentlemen, with 4:20 left to go. The Mount Healthy Owls are looking like they're going to, well, there's an injured player, so there's going to be an injury timeout. Just slow to get up. I can't get the number on it now, but they're attending to him. The ball will be spotted on the 44-yard line.
Can't make out who the Warrior is. It's down here, but 4:15 left to go here. Fighting Owls with possession of this ball. I'm sure everything is 4-down territory for them now and trying to break this tie. Well, it's number 3 down for the Warriors, Demetrius Gates.
Yeah. Demetrius Gates, the shaken up player, looks like he's holding. Well, he's just kind of looking like he's wobbling now. Maybe just got his bell rung a little bit. So possibly a leg injury. Wobbling off, so we'll have someone come in for him. Not sure who the replacement is. But nonetheless, we're going to get started play here with 4:15 left to go in this match. We'll see what Mount Healthy comes out with there in the shotgun spread formation. Low snap, picking it up is Campbell. And with the second down and short, they're not even going to make a yard, probably even lose a half a yard, if anything. Nice job just to get the snap off the ground.
Yeah, that was a shoot yourself in the foot play there for Mount Healthy.
Yeah, it either looks like you get a high snap or a low snap from the center. It's never ever in between, right? And well, at least he's consistent, either high or low. So 3rd down and 1. This is a big conversion for the Owls if they can make it. With the score tied up at 12 with 3:30 left to go in this game.
They'll probably go ahead and quarterback sneak this one just to make sure they get it.
You know, they're lined up like they could do something like that. There's a bunch of people on that line of scrimmage. And big timeout. It was looking like they were trying to hard count them to jump off sides, but with no avail, they call a timeout, which leaves them with only 1 to go in this contest, 3:16 on the clock. We have a game, Jacob.
Oh, yeah, we've had a game from the start. This one's being played real close. I'm sure, again, these guys are neighborhood rivals and probably played against each other in various games up to this point. And, you know, a lot of pride out there, a lot of talking back and forth over the, when you see the guys at McDonald's or where, I can't say that. When you see the guys out.
Yeah, exactly. Let's remind our viewers real quick on this timeout that you can watch this telecast of your 8th grade contest on Time Warner Cable Channel 4 Saturday, October 18th at 4 p.m. Time Warner Cable Channel 15 Sunday, October 19th at 1 p.m. Time Warner Cable Channel 979 Monday, October 20th at 9 p.m. And for Cincinnati Bell Fiber Optic subscribers, you can go to channel 854 Friday, October 24th at 3 p.m. And channel 851 Sunday, October 19th at 1 p.m. And 850 again on October 22nd at 7 p.m.
Okay, so here's Mount Healthy over the ball. Pass over the middle, but it's going to fall incomplete, harmless. And
Oh, man. Well, it was a good idea. All receivers were open. Campbell just did not connect with one of the receivers. I'm not sure if it was a miscommunication on the receiver just not stopping because they just kept going. That's why you take those timeouts to make sure everybody's on the same page. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. You can imagine that they're going to go for it here. They're not going to give the ball up.
No, you're right. I imagine they're going to go for it. But the next thing is, who are you going to give the ball to? And, you know, I'd recommend giving the ball to Javier Pitts.
Well, it's going to be interesting here because he's under center, which is not something he's used to. They're spreading it out.
Tyron Mincy, give him the ball.
Gets the ball. See if he can get around this tackle. And he does. He's going to get the first down, but be stopped 5 yards later at the 49-yard line of the Warriors. So they get the first down, which is a very awesome run, honestly, by Mincy because he uses his speed, his agility, getting around defenders, moving laterally when it's actually good to move laterally to get away from them, then going upfield and getting the first down and more.
Yeah, in that situation there, you give the ball to your best athlete and just hope he can make a play, which Mincy did. And if I was him, I'd keep feeding him the ball because they don't have anyone else back there that looks like they're about to break it wide open.
Yeah, so they got 2:40 left to go in this game. They're near midfield at the 49-yard line, so if they're going to have to get a bunch of gains here if they want to get it. So they get the snap, and he's just going to take off. Campbell is. Around right sideline, he's going to get out of bounds, and they're going to mark him at the 45, 44-yard line. Then bring up second down. Pump fake it a little bit there.
Pump fake to buy him enough time to get out of bounds there.
Yeah, we just saw Demetrius Gates in on that play, who was wobbled off with an injury earlier, so it's good to see him come back in the game. Unfortunately for the Warriors, Cleveland Farmer, their quarterback, is still on the sidelines and will be continuously, who has an ice bag on his knee. So, back in the shotgun now for the Owls. Spread formation. See what we get here.
Many men in the box.
High snap, faking it to Mincy, taking it himself, Campbell, and just losing his footing, only gaining about a yard or so. So it's going to be third down now again and about 5.
Once again, fork in the road or stick a fork in him on this play. Just reiterate what you were saying about encouraging people to volunteer. We got to have people from maybe Tennessee, the volunteer state. You know, Butch Jones come up here, Pat Summit, and tell these people that we need volunteers.
Okay. Yeah, anytime we can get him.
Butch Jones, he has local ties to the community.
He does.
I don't think they're still holding that against him, are they?
Well, with 1:40 here to go, I'm holding against the fact that they're not getting the ball moving here, and they just give a sweep play here for Mincy on the left far sideline. Third down is going to become fourth down as they're going to be about a yard short with 1:30 left to go. And they're just draining this clock.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this reminds me of that playing for a tie stuff that I saw earlier. Somebody can break this tie. 1:13 left to go, and they're just taking their time in the huddle. You know.
And I don't know if you can hear, but you can see it now. The sidelines, Winton Woods, they're getting pumped up, and the crowd is banging on the stands, getting excited for a minute left to go in this contest. 4th and 1 down. See if they can stop these Mount Healthy Owls from Run Rapid.
There's only
Shotgun
one
snap.
owl. They can beat
Campbell
him.
gets it, and he's going to get pursued if he can break a tackle, but it's not likely, and he's going to get shaken down around the 50-yard line. And that 4th down conversion is not going to be made, and it's going to be turnover on downs. Possession Warriors.
What we see on the replay, they were waiting for Mincy inside either way, and Michael Crawford, he can't make a play, and You know, it's up to the Mount Healthy offense to come up with a good play call in that situation. They could still have the ball, but now they're going to have to stave off these last 45 seconds on defense.
You saw Zeshaun Johnson there, number 42, on the stop to get that turnover on downs. I can imagine coming out, they're going to do one of their bread and butter plays as he goes up the sideline on a route and try to get a touchdown here if he ever comes out, because he's going to be in the backfield now with Jeff Tyus, and Zeshaun Johnson in the backfield with motion from Wasim Vincent going to the top of your screen, trips to left, get the snap, quick screen out to Gates. Gates is not going to get places, but he breaks a couple of tackles and still making his way back in reverse field. He's got yardage in front of him. Remember, we got under a minute left, and he could score to win this game here. We got it. 30 seconds left. Warriors score!
Touchdown Warriors on the last play. Who's that? Well, it's not the last play, but that's number 3. Demetrius Gates breaking tackles, changing direction.
You should have had, I mean, the defense for the Owls, I thought, had this guy dead to rights around the line of scrimmage, but he keeps breaking tackles, finds an alleyway, reverses field. Number 3, Hyjon Pitts, can't catch up with him. And then he points his finger in the air saying, "We got this, boys. We're holding home field. We're going to stay undefeated."
This is how you play a serious ball. We said we're not playing for no tie in our home crib on this day.
Yeah, just an amazing play. Good gracious. This 8th grader really showed some agility and fire on that play. Really impressive. Demetrius Gates. So we go for 2 here. Got the pitch sweep off the left side. And do we have it? Yes, we do. We have a conversion for the first time. We have a conversion.
That's number 42.
Wow.
Zeshaun Johnson.
Yeah, so the score with 28.4 seconds left to go. 20 for your Winton Woods Warriors and 12 Mount Healthy Owls. Wow. What a turn of events. Here's the play again. If you missed it, getting wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and pursue the defense there. I mean, you think he's got him stopped. He's surrounded, but making people miss. Poor tackling results in him turning around the field and just starting to outrun everybody.
Yep, speed eventually played a part in that, and you know, to the Warriors' credit, they didn't get discouraged. They hung in there and found a way. You got to play the whole game out, and that's what they did. Of course, they still got 28 seconds left to go. Yeah. There's only one guy that could do him harm now over there.
Yeah, let's see. It's a high snap. See if they respond here. Going to get
Mincy
like a shovel pass here. Mincy's going to get it. He's got some room to run, but is going to be taken down now. And they have 1 timeout left, and they're going to have to use it here as he gets stopped at the 44.5-yard line, we'll call it, of their own side of the field. Well, it's officially spotted at the 44-yard line, so unless they do a quick pass here towards the sidelines and complete it and get out of bounds, this could be their final play here, knowing the way they run the ball, because they just had 28 seconds. They took 12 seconds off the clock. I can imagine them getting 2 plays in here if they get out of bounds, obviously, but if they don't, they have 0 timeouts left.
This will
and they're going to be
it.
in trouble. Yeah. We're going to see what they come out with here. See what the play call will be.
And the word defense knows Mincy's probably the only guy that's going to get the ball in this situation. Well, this was a hard-fought battle. These guys used every bit of the clock. You know, no one gave up on themselves. Fortunately, Mr. number 42, Zeshaun Johnson.
Oh, high snap. They're going to pass it. They're going to go long, and it's going to be caught. But there's infield, and the clock is not running, I guess, for a first down. So once they reset the chains.
But Mount Healthy don't have any timeouts, and they're not even up there on the.
Yeah, they're.
Mount Healthy does not have a timeout left.
So
Chris Webber.
it looks like there's some confusion here with the amount of timeouts that the referee is allowing them a timeout. It looks like the scoreboard that we have is showing 0, but maybe they had an extra timeout that we weren't aware of. It looks like the Warriors are going to take a timeout and do them a favor and stop the clock here. I'm not sure what the strategy is for the defense calling timeout, but we'll see if
We're about
it's...
to find out.
Yeah, the ball spotted on the 39-yard line of the Warriors with 9 seconds left to go in this contest. This will most likely, hopefully, unless they take another time, because the Warriors got one left. High snap, way high snap. He's going to have to do something in improv to try to get this going. And Campbell he's running around with his head cut off, but he's not going to go anywhere. And that's going to conclude the game. And wow, what a comeback for the Winton Woods Warriors, down 6-12 at halftime, scoring the last 2 touchdowns and extra 2 points to go up for a final of 20-12. The elated sign of Winton Woods is going nuts.
And it's glad. Happy to see the Warriors come out with this victory, Patrick. Hopefully the varsity was watching, so they know what they have to do tomorrow night.
Yes, so to conclude our broadcast, again, thank you to the wonderful crew here at Waycross. Contact us, call us if you would like to volunteer. For Jacob Williams, my name is Patrick Lewis, saying please treat today as a gift, because that is why we call it the present. From everyone at Waycross, thank you for joining us this evening.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.